out there.
Are they really? Hi.
Everybody. People are working in my yard today, so I'm going to hear the people working in the yard. Anyway, so that's what we're talking about. But anyway, hi everybody. I'm Dr. Gail, and this is Teri at Holding Your Space. Thanks for joining us today. And excuse the noise that's going to be happening. They were supposed to be done by now, but no.
I can't hear it at all.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
No, I did earlier, but I can't now.
Well, it will get louder.
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's see who's here. We got in the chat here. We've got quite a few people. And everybody who's putting questions in the chat, would you go ahead and put it in capital letters so Susie can see it a little better? So if everybody would help Susie out and put your questions in capital letters, we will be just doing a little bit of discussion first, and then we will go into the questions. But anyway, it looks like we've got Ness here and Standing Light with Annie Bear, 7F. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. And let's see who else. See if my scroll will work here. Sometimes it acts up. Hey, Liz Daly. Hey, Leah. Hey, White Dragon. Hey, Standing Angel. Oh, that's Annie Bear again. And hey, everybody, for joining us. Hey, Vivian. Let's see who else is here. Hey, Kathleen Garrison. And let's see. Hey, Ginger Sky. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. And Teri, thanks for coming over here, too. The Reach.
Uh-huh. Hi, Richie.
And let's see. Hey, the Wolf Girl Oracle Dally. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, Dream Journey 1. Let's see who else is here. Might have to stop because it's going to go on forever. Hey, Rainbow Rising Freedom. Thanks for joining us today. But hey, I'm just going to go. Hey, Tara Stash Backwards. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Rossi. Hey, Laurie. Everybody, thanks for doing. Well, where's Teri at Holding Your Space? Thanks, Teri, for joining us today. Hey, Diane G. Anyway, we're going to go ahead. I see Amy J. I see lots of people. Hey, Amanda Carroll, Danielle 567, Hypnicity. Hey, everybody. Well, we're going to go ahead and start since there's so many people. And thanks for coming on this Saturday and joining us, taking time out on your Saturday and joining us and bringing us all together. As I said, Susie is in the background and she is starring the questions and she's asking for a little bit of help with people putting their questions in capital letters. So, but as usual, Teri and I are always talking behind the scenes. We did have an agenda. Well, that's out the window.
Yeah.
Out the window as usual. This was the first time I think we had an agenda. Both of us had a homework assignment to look at two things, and then we get together and no, we're not doing that. We're doing something else. But this morning I was channeling Bazaar. As all you know, I channel him, and he is one of the masters that I've connected. He's teaching me how to start working in seventh dimension. But he does give me some channeled messages, and this one this morning I thought was real important. And we're talking about the energy that's coming in and how do people deal with that, how they, because so many people seem to be struggling with this. And so this is what he says, and he does have a sense of humor. You don't need your tinfoil hats, as some of you feel that the energy is too much. So I thought that was great. We don't need the tinfoil hats, but he's right. Some of us feel like we need to somehow block that energy that's coming in so it'll get a little easier. And he says, the best way to handle and absorb this new energy is to go into a meditative state and let your body absorb and integrate the new energy. So for some of you, it looks like a nap. For others, sitting in nature. This is to raise your vibration, and raising your vibration is the goal. So he was explaining a little bit more to me about this energy that we're coming in is higher vibration than we're used to. So we are needing to start practicing raising our vibration and doing more meditative things, going out in nature to let this absorb. And this is how he was showing me it kind of cools it down if we can raise our vibration and just kind of let that energy absorb and settle in. And And it is pulling us away from our 3D world. And I think that's why we're struggling with it so much, is that we keep going back trying to live in this 3D world where we're being asked to go more heart-centered and move forward and increase our vibration. And I think that's the big struggle, is what he's talking about, is that's what we're fighting, is that we're wanting to hang on to our old ways, and we have got to start looking at the new ways that are increasing our vibration. But I did like him saying that for some people it looked like a nap, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you how many times I go into meditation and it turns into a nap.
Your body needs it, right?
Your
we
body,
do.
or going out in nature, whatever it is for you, what it looks like, is that we need to start being more heart-centered. And of course, there's some exercises that I've recently learned to help do that. But Teri, you go ahead.
Okay. So I really feel like a lot of it too is changing our personality, because we're used to living on the 3D planet. So it's like we might look at some of the ways, our thought patterns. And a good way to do that is before you go to sleep at night and when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself how much you love yourself, how cherished you are. Think of things that you're really grateful for. And that's going to not only upgrade your sleep patterns, but you're going to get into the subconscious then. That's when you connect. Yeah. And that's a huge difference that we can make. But I mean, there's lots of little ones, but walking in our light, and before you answer somebody, how are you doing? Really check in with your heart and think, gosh, how am I doing today? Oh, today's so, I'm working on it. I might be going through something right now, and being honest, and gratitude right before bed, Cheryl, or Ness. Yeah. And Viviani did it last night. It's a huge difference. There's lots of little changes, and it's nothing major like wearing a tinfoil hat around, right? They're easily done, a lot of them. And where we put our attention, if we put our attention on the news constantly, which we do want to be aware of what's going on, but sometimes, and it's hard not to because there's a lot going on, start reading some of the science articles or something like that. So, yeah.
Well, also the exercise that I was telling you about here recently that helped me, and I didn't realize how much it had helped me, was to be in contact with your hands on your heart. It can be in the prayer position or touching your heart, and that you start thinking of things that you love or grateful for, and saying the things that Teri was talking about, you only have to do it for 3 minutes. And we talked about this the last show, about somebody was being shown that a face on their heart, and it was the brain of the heart, and it was showing its face, that we needed to develop it more. And to develop, this is one of the exercises develops it, is putting your hands on your heart and just thinking for 3 minutes all the things that you're thankful for, and you slow down your breathing, not like you're going into meditation, but just slow it down just a little bit, because it makes you feel safe. And that when you do it for 3 minutes, it will last for 6 hours. So it makes a big difference on doing that, because I did try it and I did put it to the test and it did work. I was going, the only thing that changed was me. And so
right. Yeah. And giving, we get these opportunities to test these things out, don't we?
Oh yeah. It's always family.
Yeah. But watching it and just thinking, and that's kind of an automatic response that I have these days, is if I want to thank somebody, it's always at the heart. Mm-hmm. But it's a really good way to do it. Yeah, donating things, Viviani, I love that.
And also, I think, as I was talking about, also, I think it was on Nancy Jean's, that our heart chakras are growing, and this is part of the growing part of it, and we're losing the root chakra. And it's not that we're losing the root chakra with the connection to earth, it's that we're losing the parts, the 3D parts, the warlike, the phantom, all those things that we're going away from. And I think this new light that's coming in, we're being almost forced to grow that heart chakra and start moving away from the conflicts and the wars and the things like that, which are our 3D root chakra things. So our root chakra will get smaller just because we're going to be losing some of that as our heart chakra grows as we start moving towards our hearts. So this all this energy coming in, I think, is putting it all in our face, like boom, this is what's happening, and we're now needing to learn how to deal with it. It's forcing us to change.
Yeah, I love that. And we might notice, everybody, I know I went through this when I was grieving a death, that we kind of freeze.
Yeah.
And that fight, flight, or freeze is a big thing. And we might still be intuitive, we might still be walking our path, but that frozen energy is exhausting because it really does have to pass through us. And I think as empaths, we don't realize that we're frozen,
Right.
because we're still giving.
Well, people who suffer from bipolar disorder, when they move from manic to depressive, the part that's in the middle is their most draining part because their nerves are on edge the whole time. So that's their hardest time. So that would make sense that would be our hardest time too, or just going in between things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess we've got to give ourselves a lot of light right now and love, right?
Yeah, a lot. And understand. I think understanding is a big part of it. You understand what's going on, then you're able to deal with it a little better. And it's as simple as raising our vibration and taking a nap and meditating and to raise our vibrations so this is easier to absorb it and to help our heart chakras grow. When we know it, then it's a lot easier to deal with it.
Yeah. And shame is another big one that's coming in right now with that. And thinking, oh, I'm not worthy, or I'm 3D today. I'm not, 5D today, or whatever. It's, there is no shame. There's no judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I haven't even been watching the chat, but I'm sure a lot of people are saying, if Missy, I'm exhausted from the divided states of the world. It hurts to see people being mean to each other. Polarity has me down. Yeah. Missy. Yeah. So, we're going to be learning to move away from that and learning how to deal with that. And we're just going through a big, huge learning process right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's exactly where they're supposed to be too.
Yeah.
It's like if they're on a different journey, that's okay. Right. There's no judgment. Yeah.
So, you ready to take some questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'll read the first one and then you can read the next one. How about that?
Okay. Great.
Hey, Ness. If lucky to be love message from God's on writer's block. Fear is creeping in. I will never finish. Any message from God's on how to get around through this writer's block. Oh, don't even talk to me about writing a book. I don't have writer's block. I have editor block.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you get this? Go ahead, Teri.
Well, the first thing I'm getting is that's a freeze response.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That this is exactly dealing with all of what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're talking about. And it's real easy to overthink things, but also when you get in that sense of inertia, it's hard to get anything done. And it's so much harder to get things done.
Okay, so, yes, on that. That's exactly what she's dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can just let it go for a minute and come back to it.
Well, also it'd be raising her vibration, getting out in the nature, letting it go, going, meditating, taking a nap, doing all those things. She said, yes, it's inertia.
Yeah. So the prof.
Are you there, Teri? Oh, she froze. Yes. Yeah, you're a prime example for being frozen in the spot because of all this energy. So you need to figure out how to work it. She is frozen. She'll come back. She's probably been still talking. But you're frozen. Like we're talking about, you're in the middle. So you're figuring out how to integrate this new 5D energy coming into your 3D body. So the best thing for you to do is to figure out how to raise your vibration, let it absorb, and then that writer's block is going to go away. You're going to start feeling better when you can start integrating that. So figure out the things that you like to do. Getting out nature. I see Standing in Light with Annie Bear, and now Teri's totally gone. She'll be back in a minute. So you drew the same card yesterday, Hypnoticity. Yeah. So anyway, so that will be. Oh, her internet went down. She just texted me. So anyway, she's trying to reconnect. She's another one that's coming through. It's usually Diana Bowles is the only one that comes through on my computer when during a show. Must mean that I'm supposed to get that message. But anyway, she'll come back on this. But that's what I'm getting is that you are in the in between, and just take a deep breath, just go away from it, figure out how to get this energy to integrate so you can come back with some fresh ideas. Okay, Miss. And hopefully Teri will come back because she had that card and she could tell you what's going on. Okay, all right, next. Hey, Standing in the Light with Annie Bear. I would appreciate a message about the embodying I'm being led to do. Feels like ancestral grandmothers. Is it also from Star Nation? Thank you. I'm getting, I instantly got our Native American friends. This is what I got, Annie Bear. Let me see if that's true. Yes. There's something to do with them. Let me read your question. Message from Ancestral Grandmothers. Okay, it is also from the Star Nation. It is from it's from the earth, their ancestral earth mamas. And it's almost like there's like three of them, three women, three Native American women. And I'm going to pull a card. I'm trying to think which card would be good for this. I'm going to pull out my Starseed Oracle deck and see what they have, message they have. But it looks like it's the ancestors of the Native Americans. Empathetic starseed. Oh, there's Teri.
Wow. Talk about inertia.
Yeah. I'm going, was she not supposed to get that message from you? We didn't hear anything about the card. So if you want to tell her about the card, well, I'll tell her first about Standing in Light with Annie Bear. The empathic starseed is what I'm getting. And it says energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. It's not yours, sitting on myself here. Annie Bear, be careful. I don't know if you're doing a lot of readings and shows and things, but you're being exposed to a lot, and don't absorb what's not yours. I don't know if you're dealing with your family or what, but there's some conflicts and things that are going on, or maybe even is politics and TV that it's not yours to deal with. It's not yours. Kind of pull away and just look at it, be an observer of it. But go ahead, Teri.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Wow, that was a trip. So I pulled the Prophet for you, Ness, and look at that heart center right there.
Yeah.
That's exactly where his heart center is. So it's definitely coming in for you. Also, the crown chakra is activated. So you've got a lot of action coming in, and everything's happening in divine order. So, there's no rush on this. I know you want to let go of it and get it done, and we've talked about that. But the divine order is happening. It's all out there. Yeah, the magician. It is a high priest. It would be a high priestess or priest and divine order, the magician. So you're definitely getting it. Yeah, trusting it.
Yeah.
100% trusting it. And then Annie Bear, for you, I get you're on an enchanted journey.
Yeah, I got her that it was Native Americans that she was dealing with.
Oh, yeah. And she is Native.
Oh, okay.
So it's really, but and then I'm always get Skywalker energy with you too, Annie Bear.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely Star Nation. And something about cut your losses. So I agree. You might be taking on others' pain bodies. And you are such a bright light, it's easy for you to do that. And a lot of us here, I think it's easy for us to do that.
Right.
And we worry about everybody else. But you take care of Annie too, because you're really important to everybody here.
Okay. So your internet just totally went out.
Again?
No, before.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a really major storm this morning, and I was leading meditations at the yoga studio. I do that Saturday mornings, and it was so loud, and it was coming through. They have a metal roof. It was coming through so loud that I had to like kind of yell and then just let the thunder be the mantra. It was beautiful.
Metal building. Was there lightning? I'd have been a little afraid of that.
Well, it's just a metal roof, but yeah, it was kind of interesting. And also, as I was driving home, there was a lot of power outages, a lot of down trees. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, White Dragon. Hello, everyone. I will be driving to the Keys. Oh, you lucky person, you to the Keys. So I'll be just watching. Do the Blue Avians have a message to the community? Where are they from? I'll be watching for the answer on my phone. Thanks. Oh, okay. All right. Well, the Blue Avians, we really don't know where they're from. They're not from this universe. When they're here, they're in spaceships, generally, when they're here. And they do a lot of protecting of Earth. But they're in spaceships. So we really don't know where they're from, but it's not in our universe anyway. So a message from them. Let me see. Find my cards that I want to give a message from. Actually, I'm going to be pulling out of the Sacred Geometry activation cards. But yeah, the Blue Avians. I know I've got a whole thing of them in my book over here, but let's see what they got.
I got a Palladian act. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Hi, White Dragon. I get Palladian activation, and that's a big light grid activation right there coming on to you.
I got divine feminine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So mine is, and this would fit the Blue Avians. The frequency of the divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Of course, that could be more that we getting our heart chakras larger. That would make sense that the divine feminine, and that's what we've been talking about, integrating this new energy that's coming in and learning how to deal with it. But the Blue Avians, I'm not sure what else you want me to tell you about the Blue Avians. I think I've answered it, haven't I? Message, where they're from. Okay, yeah. There you go, White Dragon. Anything else, Teri?
No, I get that you're going to be seeing some interesting things down there, White Dragon, when you look up in the sky. So.
And the ocean also.
Oh gosh, yeah. It's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, a long time ago, I was shown where the bases were, and there were in the ocean, the bases. And I know there was one, and I drew it out. I know there was one off of North Carolina, the North Carolina-South Carolina border, and I think there's 3 bases down in Florida, if I can remember correctly. But it was on the East Coast side.
Yeah, it's really active down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where's the Bermuda Triangle? I know it's around Bermuda, but it's also, doesn't it go into the islands there too?
Well, it's off a long ways off of South Carolina coast.
Okay, never mind. Typical American. I don't know my geography because it's so big here.
I just know where that is because I've been there.
Okay, nice.
It is nice. It's very nice there.
Wow, that's another show.
Bermuda. I think my whole next show would be, if we're going to talk about place, would be my whole journey in Mount Shasta.
Oh gosh, yeah.
From the beginning to the end, to getting out there, getting a deer, to coming back and dealing with the cat. So, yeah, that'd be more interesting, I think, than Bermuda, even though it was absolutely beautiful. And the parrotfish are as large as you are there, and they're in knee-deep water, and they're eating on stone. And I don't know if you know what the parrotfish look like. They wear lipstick. They're all bright colors.
Yeah, I see them in the Keys when we go snorkeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are huge. They're as big as you are.
Man.
And everybody's looking at it going, if they're eating rock, they don't think anything about my leg. So that would be Bermuda.
Yeah.
Oh, Rossi, Bermuda Triangle, Miami, Bermuda, Puerto Rico.
Oh.
That's nice to know. Okay. Teri, you can read this one.
Oh, okay. Liz Daly. Can you tell me who my galactic family is and if they have a message? Thank you.
First thing that's shown is white. There's all of a sudden, white. Let me see if it's the tall whites. It's the tall whites. So that's who you're with. And I'll let you do the message, Teri. The tall whites.
They're talking about an activation for you, Liz. And they're showing me that they're wearing some robes as well, so that you can see them a little bit better. Because there's sometimes it's hard to see the light and see form, but and that they're around you. They're let's see. They're talking about being around doorways around you, also around your bed. So they're giving you a lot of support right now.
Usually when I see tall whites, but I do think this is her galactic family. And usually what I'm seeing is they're usually coming in to help heal somebody. And, but I don't feel like that's what these are doing. I think that is her family. And anytime I see, especially if I see one of them and two grays, then that's definitely going to be a healing session.
Do they have like a body form, or or is it just a different dimension that I'm seeing that they're just a light body?
Well, they could be just a light body because they are tall whites. But I do feel like they come and go. Like I think they struggle to be in the third dimension. And I think that's why they come in with the grays, because the grays have an easier time coming in the third dimension. So I think they use them as a vessel a lot of times. So I could see that they fade in and out of different dimensions.
Wow. Nice.
Okay, there you go, Liz. All right, next. Hey, Roland. I know I'm butchering.
Rolling.
Is that rolling?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It.
Hi, Teri and Dr. Gail. Am I connected to galactic beings? And can I get a message from them if I am? Oh, she's from India.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we are butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me see if you're connected galactic, and I'm getting a huge yes on that. And Teri, you can go ahead with the message while I'm trying to see what she is, because I feel like she might be in more than one's around her. Yeah.
They're talking about joy and wonder. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Ro. So they're talking about joy and wonder, and like something that you did. I don't know if you've got a lot of children around you, Ro, or if it's, but there's like this joy that comes to you. And sometimes it's children are drawn to you.
Palladian.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the children are drawn to you. They see your light. That's what they're bringing in. So just being aware of that. And that's a special thing. And you can see the children, and you see which ones are also of the light. Not that they aren't all of the light, but you'll see the ones that are closer to your star family, closer to that light dimension.
Yeah. So anyway, Ro, you're descendant from the Palladians. So you can look up the Palladians. Somebody would spell that out for her in the chat. I'm terrible to spell it. So she can look that up as the 7 sisters that she will look up in the Pallades. and that's where your family is the Pleiadians, the Pleiades. So if anybody in the chat can spell that out for me, I'd appreciate it so she can look it up, get some information on them. Okay, next. Hey, Leah, may I ask who's upgrading my brain? And can everyone do this with me, please? Leah. Oh, who's upgrading your brain? Well, I think it's that energy that's coming in is what's happening with you. And you're actually feeling it coming through your crown chakra. And I'm getting a huge yes on that. So you're just a little more aware than a lot of people, Leah, which that doesn't surprise me, but that's what's going on. It is that energy. So you're the ones that he's probably talking about putting that tinfoil hat on.
Yeah, that's exactly what they showed me. But they showed me a big top hat, Leah, for you, and they're talking about owning your top hat, walking with it, but also you can imagine it at times when it's a little bit too much or feels a little too strong. So top hat, foil hat, either one, Leah.
Thank you so much for spelling Pleiades for me.
Yeah, thanks, son of what.
So yeah, Leah, I think this whole show's about you. It's about everybody, but this is like specifically going towards you. So you're needing to increase your vibration to make it feel a little softer. So just concentrate more, doing some more meditation. If you need to up your meditation or do another meditation, or if you need to take a nap or get in nature, it's trying to bring us more into the 5Ds. It's what you're struggling with. And that's why you feel like your brain's being upgraded.
Yeah, it also feels like that top hat had a lot of presidential energy to it. What's his name? Lincoln. What's his name? Lincoln. Yeah, which is interesting.
Well, they're showing me the top hat that you're describing. They're showing me all these crystal things coming off of it.
Yeah.
Like out all the place being like antennas for all the energy. Like you can go ahead and put that cap on, but here comes the crystal things out of it. Like that energy.
Yeah.
So anyway, there you go, Leah. Okay, go ahead, Teri.
Viviani, may I have a message from my guide frequency and the Galactics, please? And thank you. Okay. Hi, Viviani.
I actually pulled out my crystal cards today. That's kind of fun. You got these cards too, Teri. I know. I wanted to bring out some.
Oh, I love those. Yeah. Viviani, you're getting really big. Like they showed me I think it's your energy that they're talking about, because they're showing me just your face, your smiling face, Viviani. And they want you to own it because your frequency is increasing. She's an Akashic record reader also. And I think you're probably working with a few different gifts that you're developing, but have fun with it. Enjoy it.
I'm laughing because of this card.
What is it?
I'm laughing because it's card of what you're saying in this card that I pulled.
Oh, let me see.
Is that I don't know how you pronounce that. Apophyllite. Anyway, it says beam yourself up, way up.
Yeah.
So it says the stone acts like a teleportation device to places transcendent. And so who needs it? Anyone looking for that ray of light from on high to hit them with something good. And where to put it? Wherever you practice religion, meditate, channel, pray. So anyway, that's the message for you today. And it's the stone. You don't have to have the stone, but you need the energy of the stone. And so this is helping you transcend. It's beaming you up, and it says way up. So I think this is a stepping stone for you that you're going to the next level. That's what it looks like to me. But,
yeah. Wow. That's a powerful reading. I can really feel it. Yeah.
I think she feels it too.
Yeah.
I think she's feeling it. Okay. All right. Next. Hey, Cheryl, may I have a message for my galactic family? Thanks. All right. Go ahead, Terry. You got it?
Yeah. Hey, Joe, where are you going with that gun in your hand? Which is an odd thing, but I hear that a lot because it's not a physical gun, but it's like a ray gun kind of energy. Where are you putting your energy? Also, are there some old things, Cheryl, that you want to let go of? Right.
Oh, this is right on with this card because it's the Nephilim, and that pulled out of my Mystic Martian deck.
Oh, wow.
And it says controversial assessing new perspectives. Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She needs to be accessing and have some new perspectives on seeing if she needs to really keep it, let it go, needs to take a second look at things. Basically, what you were saying, Terry.
Yeah. And sometimes this is making really firm boundaries. And Cheryl's saying yes. Yeah. Sometimes this is making really firm boundaries, but loving people where they're at. And that can be at a very great distance if needed. Always.
Yes.
Or just loving them closely, on occasion.
Yes. Okay. All right. Next.
Okay. Lorraine Orr, please explain why I dreamt of holding a baby bunny, a gray baby bunny. Oh.
One of my, I have a bunny. It's one of my power animals. And when I go down in the lower world, I have a lion, I have a crow, and I have a bunny, a white bunny. And the white bunny, well, the lion protects me. The crow lets me see ahead of what's happening. And the bunny is to make sure I stay playful, protect my innocence. And we all protect that little bunny wherever we're going. I put it in my shirt. I do all sorts of things to protect it. But to me, it represents my innocence and to make sure to keep in mind to have fun. Whatever you're doing, to keep in mind to have fun. And let me see if that's an appropriate message for you. And I'm getting that's an appropriate message for you, Lorraine. Whatever you're doing, you might be a little too, I'm getting a huge yes on this. You might be a little too serious about things right now, and that you need to let go of your grip, and that the bunny is there to let you know to have play, have some fun, and don't lose your innocence on what you're working on. Don't let go of who you really are.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like that joy and wonder when we go into 5D, we're actually, sometimes people think, oh, if you're spiritual and on that path, then you're very studious and, prayerful or whatever, but it's actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of silliness and joy and laughter. The angels are just silly sometimes. I mean, not all of them, but yeah, I want a bunny too, Cheryl.
Yeah. Well, that bazaar this morning being funny, it's showing me that the 10
Right?
hats.
Yeah. When we think of like the Dalai Lama, he's always laughing and cutting up.
Yeah.
It's so much joy and wonder.
Yeah. I mean, for all of us that are going into the underworld, that bunny is what we protect the most. I mean, we're all protecting that bunny. We want to protect our fun, our innocence. That's important.
Yeah, she says she was holding it in a protective way.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, Lorraine.
So look at your life a little bit, Lorraine. Maybe you're holding on, or you're doing too much, and you're not having enough fun. I mean, I think we're all a little guilty about that sometimes. So
when we forget that we can again after the pandemic sometimes,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or you feel guilty for having fun. That's the other thing.
Yeah, like you should be helping others and not helping yourself and not,
being productive or whatever.
Yeah, getting your hair done or go having fun.
Yeah.
Going dancing.
Yeah.
Don't want to be a sign of somebody being pregnant, Lorraine.
Would that be you, Lorraine?
Very creative.
I didn't take on that. I didn't get anything about pregnancy, but let me see. I'm getting a no on that.
Yeah. That's cute, Lorraine. I love that.
Yeah.
No, she says.
Okay. All right. Next. Hey, Kathleen Garrison. I would like a message for my guys if that's what you're doing today. Oh, yes, Kathleen.
Sure we can.
Yeah. Let's see. Pull from. I'm gonna pull out my Star Seed Oracle deck.
They're showing me a big box, Kathleen, and it's like this box is there's a gift inside, and they don't want you to keep it in the box. They want you to open it up. It feels like there's some new gifts coming in for you, um, and you'll know which ones work for you. Like if it's water.
Fall into my arms, surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life. So this is going right on for you about surrendering to her new gifts that are coming in. Just follow it, because it looks like to me she's holding on too hard, or grips, or not letting it happen, or questioning it. That's what it is. She's questioning everything.
Yeah, that's so easy to do too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to think, well, that can't be right. I can't. Yeah. But watching the synchronicities unfold as you do it. Kathleen, my favorite way of watching synchronicities is to always ask for rockstar parking.
And I'm seeing her getting 111s, but she should be seeing that.
Yeah. I just got some, it's 11:41 here, I think. Yeah. It's 11:41.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what's going on, Kathleen, but go ahead and surrender to it. Fall into the arms. It's good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next. So this is yours, Teri.
I saw this come in. Daniel, question: do I have any connections to the Arcturians? And just you asking that brings you a connection. Daniel. So I saw that one when you wrote it, and I was like, oh yeah, you do.
That's a huge yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to pull from my Arcturian cards, which I consider this my sacred geometry. I consider this my Arcturian cards, and see what message they have for you. And I got divine feminine before, and this time I got divine masculine. And I don't think I've ever pulled either one of these cards. And it says the frequency, and it's got 22 up there. The frequency of the divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So I don't know if you are trying to manifest something with the Arcturians, but they are there on your side to help. And it looks like they're supporting you. And it looks like to me, whatever ideas that you have, just be sure not to be a bulldozer with it. Be kind and have some wisdom with it. It looks like to me you might be one of these people that kind of moves forward. It takes no prisoners, just let them all fall by. So I kind of used to be like that myself. Especially when I was in a chiropractic practice, said I need somebody just to clean up behind me. But
yeah,
that's kind of what they're showing me with you, that you've got something that's going on in the Arcturians that they're helping you, but be sure when you're moving forward to look more with kindness to move forward. What do you have, Jerry?
I pulled root chakra, and it's inner earth, base chakra, strength, security, laying foundations. So make sure you lay your foundation, then work with it. But also, this could be a past life as an Arcturian.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next.
But is this my turn?
I think so. I don't remember. Go ahead.
I don't remember either. Patricia Hernandez, contacted by Gray about 6 months ago, recently asked if I wanted to tour a spaceship. Message came I would be doing this in my sleep. Has this happened? Also, my galactic family. Thank you.
I'm not sure about has this happened. Yes, it's already happened. It's not just happened once, it's happening. So you're going up there continuously, and they are teaching you things. And is this your galactic family? Yes. Yes, this is your galactic family. And so anyway, you're going up while you're sleeping. You're going up and working. They're teaching. I see you teaching. Usually when they show me somebody's being taught something, they're wearing a tan jumpsuit, And that's what they're showing me, is that you're up there wearing a tan jumpsuit where they're teaching you things on the spaceship. How exciting. That's exciting.
Wow. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm still seeing boxes. I'm seeing a lot of boxes today. So your box is completely open, Patricia, that they're showing me. And there's all sorts of energy that they're putting into it. So, and it's kind of just spilling over with energy. So it feels like you've been doing this for quite some time. And that training coming in that Dr. Gail was talking about is working. You'll be able to access this pretty soon, it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'll be moving from training very quickly into actually doing what she's supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Hypnicity wants to drive the spaceship. I do too.
Oh, it's so much fun. The spaceship is fun. Of course, I had a lot of mishaps. But in fact, later after I had learned and I was just flying all over the place, I would say, I learned so quickly. I did such a good job. And they'd all stare at me and start laughing. Then remind me of all the mistakes I made. So I did make a few. Then some of them were on purpose that I would challenge them. But anyway. Okay. All right, next. Hey, Rossi, may I have a message for my galactic guides on spiritual journey? Okay. Let's see what we're going to pull here. Looking around, going to Starseed Oracle deck.
Yeah, they're really coming in with a lot of bright light for you, Rossi. And it's like, it's also angelic. So you're getting some pretty high frequency.
It's from her star ancestors. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
And I've got here hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and you need to look a little deeper. So it looks like to me, Rossi, you've got some digging to do, or really concentrating or letting yourself go, because this is some deep wisdom that is going to be coming forth for you. And it's going to be great, but it doesn't look like it's just going to pop in your head. It looks like to me, you're either going to have to put some work into asking them, or like maybe going to meditation and say, okay, I'm here on meditation. I'm ready to get this new wisdom. I think it's going to take an effort on your part to say when you're ready.
Yeah. And Rossi's in the meditation group that I lead in the mornings a lot. They're talking about eternal life. So the same thing Dr. Gail was talking about. And that's the non-duality, Rossi. You know, when we're on this planet, we're looking at things with a lot of duality consciously. And that's part of 3D. So definitely non-duality as you move on up. And it even looks like DNA going up there,
Yes,
along the sides of that.
She says, looks like more work to do. I would look at it as more work, as more giving in, or not giving in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Letting go would be more appropriate, Rossi, to allow it to come in. And it is on your own terms when you want it to happen. So anything else, Teri?
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be happy, Rossi. It's not like you love to learn, and this is a situation that's actually going to be a lot of fun, that non-duality, because that's also where we manifest when we go to that in-between state. So I'm excited for you.
Okay. All right. Next. Hey, Sam B. How do I know if I have galactic connection? And do they have a message for me? Thanks. Well, I can tell you a very simple way, Sam B, that you have a galactic connection. You haven't gone running away from this chat. Teri and I, and going, those are two crazy women talking about that stuff. And you have hung in this long, then you have a galactic connection, because you're understanding and you're connecting with it. But I'm going to check with them, check in with the guys, and yes, you do. But this is, the tribe of here to be able to talk about this safely, about talking about our, the things, our experiences that we've had with the ETs that we can't talk about with our families, because they're, think we're crazy, or they don't listen to us, or so this is a safe place to talk about it. So if you're interested in all what we're talking about, your connection is really strong. is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So, so do you have a message for him?
I do. I got the Halls of Amente Initiation,
Oh, wow.
which is, I've never pulled this card before, Samby. It's secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations.
I'm going to say, is this chat the show initiation for him?
Oh, that could be. I love that.
I think that's what I'm getting, is that dipping the toe in the water, going, do I want to go in that direction or not? Do I want to go in there? This is kind of interesting. Let me stay a little bit longer.
I think it just makes so much sense when you think about it, because there's universes of universes. There's not just our universe. And then you think about how many planets are out there and that we would be the only one.
And stars and star systems. And
yeah.
So many hidden places. I mean, in fact, I've visited so many different planets here in our system, and on the dark side or on the other side that we can't see, there's so much stuff going on. That it's unbelievable that what we can't see, we just think, oh, we're the only ones here. Well, no, there's a lot out there.
It's a party, Sammy.
So, okay. All right. Next. Is this yours?
Oh, I think so. Denise McMullen, sorry. What do the star beings have for me? Please and thank you.
Okay, Denise, let's see.
Denise, you're getting a big star, and it has something to do with time travel.
Oh, wow. She's certainly got, she's got a strange looking ET that's with her. You said star travel?
Yeah, star travel and time.
Yeah, an ET that almost looks like they have a star head.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really strange. I haven't seen one, and I don't know what it is. And they're very ornately dressed, and with I would almost say it looks like a Christmas tree, but not a Christmas tree. That's how ornately dressed they are. And a star head. It's just the really strangest things.
Yeah, the star they showed me, I don't know if you guys know what a George Nelson clock looks like, but you've got the lines and you have big balls and different colors on each end of the line.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what the head is. And I'm not sure if this is actually a head or apparatus. Yes. Or an apparatus, or like a breathing apparatus. I'm not sure what that is, because there's just a lot of different breathing apparatuses that people use, and it distorts what they really look like. I kind of think that's what this is.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, Denise. I think you can do time travel with that too somehow.
Probably. These probably time travelers. But I wish I could see what I'm seeing with what this guy is wearing. It's like a Christmas tree. To say ornate. It's like velvet, real thick, and just almost like it's just decorated. But
wow.
Anyway, very interesting, Denise.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next. Hey, Rainbow Rising Freedom. Aloha. I would like to ask about my star family and my origins. Okay, let's see. Origin. Star family origins. You want to give a message for them?
Yeah. They're bringing you a big blanket. It's kind of like a flag and a blanket, Rainbow Rising. And it's like about flying your freak flag, which I'm a solemn person about that. We got to do that daily.
And it's the Lemurians that are telling her all this.
Oh, I love that. And it's also about flying. So that would be travel.
Right. So Rainbow Rising Freedom, you're connected to the Lemurians, and they're the ones that we were seeing traveling in the cave systems. So they're all over the place. They were at Mount Shasta. They were where you are, Teri, and
in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I see them a lot when I'm out walking, and you'll probably see them too, Rainbow. They're like, for me, they're tall, like almost 7 foot, lots of hair, like Gail and I. big hair, and um, quiet, but really kind.
Yeah. Yeah. Good energy.
Very
Also,
protective.
yeah, and also Lemurians are made up of all different types of races. So whatever we probably see in public is what Teri's talking about. But I think there's a lot of races that are in there that we don't see because they don't blend in as much. I think they stay there.
Yeah, I think these people can come out when they want to and
Right.
show themselves, even though they're quite big, but they blend in. They're very quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody at the last show was asking me if it was, I think it was the Palladians, if the Palladians like coffee with a lot of sugar in it. And I went, well, I can tell you they like coffee, but I'm not sure about the sugar in it. But they said that Sterling had said that about that they like a lot of sugar in their coffee. I'm going, only thing I said I can say is I know they like coffee. I'm not
Yeah.
sure sugar, but
Huh.
they're super healthy. You know, you would think since they're super healthy, I don't know if they would. I mean, I don't know about the sugar, but anyway.
I was getting when you talked about coffee, I was getting lavender in their coffee. That's for some reason that's a big thing here now. Pistachio in your coffee and lavender in your coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Is
Yeah.
it? Is it
Yeah.
your coffee's black and you put that in it or what?
Yeah, I've only had it in a latte.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, yeah, but it's a plant-based latte
Hmm,
usually. So,
okay. So I'll try that.
yeah.
All right, Emmy J, who makes up my galactic family? Let me see. You've got several, Emmy J. There's three that just popped up, all different races. There's an Arcturian. You've got one, and I don't remember the name of her because one of my guides, Sally, one of my older guides, she is a deer human, and I can't remember what they're called. But there's one like that that's there. She's got antlers. So you've got definitely an Arcturian and this other one that has antlers. That's the deer. Let's call them deer people. For now, there is an official name for them that she has told me. And the other one, and I'm feeling like this deer people are your family. The other one, I'm not sure what the other one is. I can only see two of them. I can't see that third one. I know there is another one, but I think that deer one is your family. I'll have to look it up. I have it all in my book back here, the names of it and everything, but it would take me a few minutes to pull that up. That's my book for all the ETs I've met.
Wow.
Have you?
Do you see some that are in right now in the physical with her? Because it feels like she's got some around her.
These are, well, I feel like the deer one especially is really close and physical. And
yeah.
And it probably, for me, because I was really close to her, and actually this guide goes back and forth between Mary and I all the time because she goes to the Rustic Raven where Mary is. And but she represents the deer, and whenever I see a deer, I feel like that's her in her physical form, being here on Earth, especially when they turn and look at me. I'm going, oh, there she is.
Yeah. Yeah. They show me the flower of life. So that's definitely beautiful family. Yeah.
There you go, Emmy J. That's nice. Nice to be with that family. And I've been on that planet. That planet, the most amazing thing that I remember about that planet was they had orange birds. It was amazing, the orange birds, and they're about the size of I don't probably smaller than a robin or a cardinal or a blue jay, smaller than that, but there were abundance. There was lots of them. These orange birds flying around.
Wow.
So, okay. All right. Next.
Hypnicity. Are you doing any healing today? I'm weepy today and can't put a finger on why. Feeling so much energy. Oh, honey.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Hypnicity, the beginning of the show was about the energy and trying to, but I'm doing a healing show, I think, couple of weeks. Susie, can you get this? When am I doing it? In a couple of weeks, she's shaking her head. Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing a healing show in a couple of weeks. But right now, they were saying to help the energy that's coming in, and people are feeling weepy, and it is to raise your vibration. They were making it real simple. Do some more meditation, take a nap, get out in nature, do your grateful list, do all sorts of things that's going to raise your vibration. It makes that energy that's coming in, you absorb it better. And it's because we are moving from 3D to 5D, and we are going to be going through these kind of growing pains from that. So that's instead, watch comedies. That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, watch Downton Abbey or comedies, just kind of relaxing. Hypnicity. I also want to mention that I'm going to be on in a healing ceremony on Zoom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tomorrow with Kevin Lewis and Debbie Freebird and JJ Tuta and Lisa Smith from Spirit Intuitive. So if anybody's so interested, I think there's still tickets available, and they're $11. And there's scholarships available. So,
all right, everybody, it's been about an hour. Can't believe it just
wow. That was fast.
Teri, we need an intervening prayer or healing for.
Oh, Beck Lutzen. Oh, sure, Annie. Yeah, definitely. We can do that. I'll put her on the list.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks, Teri. Thanks, Susie, for all your help. Thanks, moderators. Anyway, thanks, everybody. And I will see you Wednesday. And I'll be with Mary on Wednesday. And Teri is heading out the country.
I am. Yeah. This is my last show this week. And then tomorrow I'll be doing that healing. And then I'm headed Tuesday to England for 3 weeks to see family.
Yeah.
So,
but maybe we'll do a surprise something. But anyway. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and go out and enjoy your Saturday. Raise that vibration.